it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Mike, 180.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
21.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman pushing through the contact. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
To throw is Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Here we go. 20. Two.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Chiefs'
Here we go.
33-yard line.
180. 12, fellas. Here we go.
Check. Flag now.
Flag.
On second down, it's Coleman. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 33 yards. And the Niners have taken the early. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Yellow. Say 15.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go. 180. 50. White.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Now that's a decent amount of aggressiveness right there. Inside their own 10-yard line, they still run the toss, even though they know that can be a little bit of a dangerous play, and it pays off pretty well with a nice run.
This is Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Here we go.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Check.
12. 21. Here we go. Smooth. Go ahead.
On second and 12, Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. On first down, it's Coleman. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
I got you.
Stay at home. Mike.
On second down now, it's Coleman. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Watch the screen. Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, 80!
You ain't going nowhere. Shoot!
On second down, it's Coleman. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Yellow!
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Anton Exum. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
White. Hey, come on.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for good. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
43.
Now Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Short kick. It's taken to the 23. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Watch the edge. Slam, slam, slam. Pick the edge.
Go, go.
It's a run by Coleman to start the third quarter. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of 2 there, second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They will run again with Coleman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Here we go. 180. Hey, gun.
I'm here all day. Take 4.
11. 10.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
That's good for a 49er first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Mike 50. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
Go ahead.
Tight dog.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, they created a big run. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack.
21. Six. Hey, Alpha.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute with this.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
I'll bet you as they ran out there for that play, the head coach either on his headset or he pulled him aside and told the special teams coordinator, whatever block you've got, pull it out of the bag right now. We need a spark.
When you can just feel it on their sideline, the air just kind of out of the balloon. Now maybe you're right, a spark, a little bit of hope.
That's when the special teams coordinator who works on this ad nauseum, I'm talking about morning, noon, and night, he's trying to figure out, okay, where's my best opportunity? Which one do I have? And he pulled the right one and got his team going and hopefully back into the game.
Mike 47. Hey, we heavy on the edges. That's all right. Check safety.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds a man. That's Watkins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes complete. The tight end Kelsey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Throw in by Hill. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
They dialed up the blitz on third down, and your worry as a defense, that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Here's Mahomes to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
Big score. First step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. Point after, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I got this.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Hey, go.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Here we go.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, alert!
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
21. 1, Omaha.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and it's third down.
Third down and 12.
Yellow, yellow. 36. Bring it. 6. Get going. 15.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Nick Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And you can just about put this one in the win column for the 49ers.
Here we go. 180. Lock. Slide. No. Hey, gun.
Watch the twist. 25, check 25, check 25. 49, check 49, check.
On first down, it's Coleman, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And here's a big one now, trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Two.
Hey, check.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Out right to Bourne. Oh, no, he lost the football. A gutsy decision there going for it on 4th, but they got it, and that likely puts an end to this one.
Indeed, it was gutsy because there's so many other options they probably could have exercised in that situation, but they bet on themselves, and it paid off.
Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it.
Here we go. 180.
So we got man.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half...
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no reason. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right.
Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 180!
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Yes!
Garoppolo now, first down throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo gets this one left side to Pettis. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, 49ers.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Coleman. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here we go.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Lock.
He's coming. Double up.
White.
He's coming.
Hey, gun.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Montravius Adams. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
We got 3. We got
12, fellas. Here we go.
Garoppolo now. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 70 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Packers nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Rodgers. He's going to air one out. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Check 24, check 24. Slam. 11.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jarrett McKinnon. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 44-yard line.
21.
Watch the whip.
11.
From the 44, Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
They're running it.
21. 13.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
21. Hey, wahoo!
I hope you brought your records up.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
12.
Switch.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now?
13. 11.
Garoppolo. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the right hash. This from 45 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Gould to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
I smell fear in that offense. Showing up.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Mike, check. Mike. 59. We got.
Zoom. What's inside?
Switch.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 75 yards. And the Packers get a score closer. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 31 yards there and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Well, sometimes a tough game to figure out. One play he looks so good, and then the next play so bad, going backwards.
Yeah, in a span of 2 plays, you go from hero to GOAT, right, to use one of the cliches. But I think what often happens is you have a big run, and sometimes you try and do too much with your next one.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
12.
42 to the
Hey, Foxtrot.
Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood.
On 2nd and 15 now. Garoppolo, the tight end Kittle, has it on the left side. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And it's third down.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Niners on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Check 24. Watch 24.
Hey, alert.
Bumps up the helmet. Here we go. Check.
Hey, alert.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Preston's excellent field position. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are back within a score. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
We own it. We own it.
21, 21.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man, that's Allison. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
258. Okay, over here.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. 44 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Let's make these big gun.
Hey, watch it.
65.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down.
Here we go. 180. Lock.
Check. First down.
21.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. They find some open field here. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd down, McKinnon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the ship.
Back north.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Open on the left side, this is Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Check 56. We got to get the ball. Can you get the ball right here? Let's go.
Right left.
You go tight. You got tight.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself as we just saw there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And this is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
White. 11.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 18 on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down. McKinnon, it'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. This is caught. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Here's Breida. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. They do tack on the extra point as well, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I'm on.
Inside.
Undercooked.
Right.
Undercooked.
Now Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Packers have retaken the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 21.
He's crashing. He's checking.
11.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle. Back to throw. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the... And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
It's going to be a long day.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
18. 8. Flex.
Watch the twist. Jim.
Live.
To throw is Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big game there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Rodgers now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee.
At the 49ers 45-yard line.
Hey, you got 3 down.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And this one boiled down in the end, Charles, to simply too much Aaron Rodgers.
We've seen this many times before, haven't we? And I'm sure we'll see it again in the future. Extreme confidence in his abilities, extreme confidence in his teammates, never thinks a game is out of reach because his right arm can equalize anything a defense can put out there.